We're gonna bump it up to we're gonna bump it up. How many people we got on today? It's not bad. This game's got a good bit of people on it. It's really not that bad. That's cool though. You can either start one on your own or you can just go straight into one that's in progress.
We can take that bridge towards the console. Let us find a lift.
Yo, what's up, bro? His fucking name, man.
Traitorous scum! We shall use this elevator. Everyone gather together. Reload. Inserting rounds. Watch your fire, brother.
Doing good, bro. We're just chilling. We're in the university fucking hellscapes.
We have put down the foul dogs of that bastard Magnus. Fresh magazine. Rally to me, brothers. There is no going back, brothers.
Oh, for real?
Praise the Emperor. The battle is
I'm
not
not gonna
damaged.
mic fuck that again. That's good. I don't know why then. Shit. Guess I'll just get closer.
That is identity significant.
Yeah, sometimes as you get closer and it'll be just fine. Plus, I don't have any headphones on.
Our
When I do
banner
have
with
headphones
some
on, I'm
burden.
like yelling, so.
The path through that tomb will take us towards our destination. Sending frag grenade.
I'm not a fan. Yeah, I'm a fan. But I don't want to say I'm like a true fan because, to be honest, I'm still quite learning a good bit. And now that you actually say that, I actually watched all the Astartes films before I actually started streaming, and then I just watched the trailer too, the Secret War, because I haven't seen any of them.
Imagine
like,
the
shit, I'm gonna go.
stories of those whose bodies rest in this place.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I really want to get into and learn more about, but there's just so
Follow
much.
me through.
Jesus Christ, there's just so much. But I'm probably gonna
Darkness
buy the
itself
Horus
has been
Heresy
made
books
toxic. Bring that relic.
and start with that one first before I really get more into it.
It is quite heavy. I will do my best, but my fighting will be impacted. Iron Halo, one line.
No matter how little. Is there a chapter that I like? Honestly, so yesterday I was like, I wonder if there's like some kind of test you can take online to see which group you're more aligned with. And so I took one and aligned me a lot with either Space Wolves, Imperial Fist,
Brilliant, Talassa,
or
report. They're closing in on the objective.
or the Salamanders,
Minutes
or
away.
like that. A couple of them actually,
Enemy seeks
but
to
it was mainly
disrupt
those
the
three.
battlefield.
More the Imperial Fist than anything. So then I'm like, okay, well, I looked into those and I didn't really like the stories or how those factions moved. So my fiance and I own rental property. So a lot of times when I ran into trouble or anything like that, I would go to ChatGPT to help troubleshoot. Well, little did I know that you can actually ask ChatGPT to look into your past conversations, and you can ask them, which faction do you think I align more with? And they actually said I aligned a lot more with the Black Templars as a secondary, with the Iron Hands as a primary. So I looked more into them, and I fuck with those a lot.
Them, not me. A dark path.
It said that I align more with the Iron Hands due to the simple fact of, with how many questions I ask in terms of mechanical stuff and things of that nature, that I fit perfectly with the Iron Hands, because them motherfuckers are basically both bronze and brains, and they operate in a fashion to where they literally just don't take no fucking shit. I'm like, holy fuck. And that faction is actually a lot more technical savvy than all the others, which is kind of interesting when you compare the beef between the Astartes and Mechanicus.
Unleashing frag grenade.
And then the Black Templars are underrated. The class that I'm using now with the melee. Fuck yeah.
The Zangor is reduced to a stain on the battle. To refine the code.
When I think of a Space Marine fantasy, this is exactly what I think about. Yeah, I also read about them too. I also read that like they're basically the chapter of guilt. Because they're always sitting around wondering, what if I would have done this, or what if I would have acted like this.
Found a servo skull.
And I relate a lot with that personally, because I'm like that. I'm always like, you know, there's something that I can do and always be better. I'm like, wow, that's really interesting. And then it's always really interesting because apparently, from what I read as well, the Iron Hands are supposed to be like, the Iron Hands is supposed to be the only chapter that's like really human in terms of emotional. So it's really interesting to see a chapter of Space Marines who, you know, obviously they're all supposed to be like these big, tall, stoic gigachads that show no empathy or no emotions, and then you have an entire chapter dedicated to always wondering if they could do better, or what they could do to make some situation different. It's really interesting.
Fresh munition, lockdown sector.
Yeah.
Ria.
Yeah, to be honest, the reason why I'm reason why I'm playing this as well is because I wanna grab all the Black Templar and shit.
But the battle remains. While our brothers fight back against the traitors, we must hold to the fight.
But I'm also really curious to know exactly what they're gonna do with this story, because I never realized that the Amazon Secret Level episode is quite literally a direct sequel to the end of this game. So I'm really curious as to what the hell they're gonna do.
Dire circumstances.
Fools! Your presence here changes nothing. You cannot stop the great changer of ways.
The Emperor's will is paramount.
Stubborn to the end. Let us see how will you succeed when the ground itself betrays.
The altars control the land. We must disrupt them to cross. Rotates around
Damn,
us.
dude, I didn't know all that.
How we reach our foe. Maintain position. Load up. Now their altar is reachable. We must make for the next altar.
It's like that emotional part is one of my complaints about this game in terms of the story, because I felt the three guys, I mean excluding Titus, but I felt Charon and or however they pronounce the name, pronounce like 3 different fucking ways. However, Charon and Gadriel all basically interacted with each other, and I felt it really weird how they made those two characters so emotional when they're supposed to be Ultramarines. And it's like, to my knowledge, Ultramarines is supposed to be like the best of the best. Like, them motherfuckers hold no emotion. They get it the fuck done, and the only thing they care about is loyalty to the Emperor, and that's about it. And honor and all this shit. Basically, the fucking White Knights of the group. And I found it weird how emotional made those characters are. So I'm really wondering how they're gonna move forward, because it's getting really emotional comparing it to the first game to this one. So, and then going back to the Secret Wars level, the whole point of that is to not have any fear after they all got mind fucked by the sorcerer. So
Those orbs are treated by the energy of the war.
The orbs empower his shield. Focus attacks on them.
Stand ready. Those eyes may reappear at any moment.
We can see these blasted spheres again. Shatter them all.
Not be stopped. We will not be overcome.
his inner corruption. It seeks to mobilize creativity.
End has come.
Our mission is almost complete. We finish it by rotating his office replica.
Talassa, report. This is Straben.
Yeah, that's exactly how I took it as well. Because I was wondering if them being so emotional is because of how young they were. Because they never really, I mean, unless they had said it in some kind of codex that I didn't read. But that's the only takeaway that I could take away from it, was that they had to have been acting so irrationally and so weird because of how young they were. Yeah, I mean, I just found it interesting because it seemed to make sense, but I guess my surface level knowledge of the whole war and stuff just didn't really take into effect. Yeah, but Titus is the fucking goat. I love him as a character. And I thought it was really cool how they also added Leandros in at the end, with him being the chaplain the whole time, because that made complete sense. That motherfucker was dedicated the entire time. Yeah, as soon as I saw that he was Leandros, I was, because throughout my entire playthrough, and if you go on my YouTube channel, you'll see all my VODs and stuff, or if you just want to watch it here. But throughout the whole entire thing, I was kind of explaining the story, because I mean, I know there was probably a lot of new people who came to Warhammer and they were probably confused as to what exactly happened. But myself, throughout the whole entire time, I was like, what the? I was like, I'm really curious as to what the fuck happened to Leandros after everything happened. And then sure enough, to find out that he was the chaplain the entire time, I was like, yeah, this shit makes perfect fucking sense for this dickhead. Like, it makes complete and perfect sense for this asshole. We're getting a technical class. I kept reading that we're supposed to be getting new stuff. So hopefully we get some, not only a new class, but some more missions or some more, you know, just some more stuff to be able to do.
Your mission is to use the stored Promethium in the refinery to destroy the enemy swarm. The Cadians were tasked with providing assistance, but we have since lost contact. First, proceed to the Cadian outpost and establish their fate. You must then infiltrate the refinery and complete demolitions deployment. Trigger detonation only when the main swarm has entered the plaza zone. Captain Akaram will coordinate our efforts over box.
There is sure to be an ambush.
One thing that I think would be really cool for this game is if they develop like if they develop like some kind of like a 5-man raid or dungeon or something like that. Just bigger, longer encounters. I think that would be really cool.
We crush the ravenous brood beneath our hooves. Deploying fragmentation. That is heretical behavior.
I think if they were to add like more manned encounters or PvE content, I think this game, I think it would be very good for the game. Because that's one of the positives I have about the PvE style content right now, is because a lot of it is very relatable to World War Z and how they handle the PvE content. But the thing that I like about this game compared to World War Z is that they actually treat all the missions and stuff like that as if they are dungeons. So you actually have mechanics and things to worry about and things to do within the encounter that just make it very interesting to do and play.
For the Imperium! Fresh magazine! Our glorious banner strengthens our muscle. Unwavering, despite the grip of vanity. Into the maw of death.
New PvP mode. I don't know if I'm really interested in the PvP in this game, to be quite honest. I don't think I am.
Camp gate ahead. Looks deserted.
It's never been a top priority, or never really intrigued me as much as the PvE content does.
I hear no signs of battle. No light. Talassa, you need to acquire the Astra Militarum demolition codes required to deploy and arm their ordnance. Source one from any soldier you see, alive or otherwise.
And I think one of the reasons why it hasn't is I can see this game being like pathetically meta oriented. Like if you don't play a class that's like, if you don't play a class that's like quote unquote good, holy shit, you're probably gonna have a really bad time.
This looks promising. Our search was successful, Captain.
That's the last thing I haven't played yet is Siege mode.
Complete the demolition preparations.
But it seems like is the Siege mode follow the same? Does Siege mode have progression difficulty, or does it follow the same? You know, you have to like pick whatever difficulty you want to play. I haven't really looked into it much. Oh, okay.
Follow me through. Obstacle removed. Enough crew from India here to burn for years. That one's calling reserve forces. I am envenomed.
Oh, whoa.
Blessed stand. Amplify our valor. The story by
Yeah, that's got to be real.
Inserting rounds. Assume your weapon malfunction. This galaxy's the floor. Talassa, the Canadians are running out of time. How close are you to the Promethean facility? Entering the fight. You are making good time. We are going to need it.
The difficulty spike in this shit is crazy.
Where shall I plant this flag?
For ranged weapons and chainsword, the colors you can get are red, white, and blue. Sounds like somebody's biased. I fuck with that bronze, silver, and gold though.
Fresh cartridge.
Filthy thieves borrowed for the last time.
Looks like preparations were close before the guard was wiped out.
Use the codes to prime the bomb and finish its deployment into the crude Prometheum well. Cautiously, if you know what is good for you. Ready in payload delivery. Rights of activation have been
One of the pauldrons I want to get is the Death Watch pauldron.
Crane sequencing initialized. Delivering payload.
I didn't know that. I just thought that was just some ultramarine bias.
For hostiles at generator 2.
Potential heretical sabotage of generator 2. Secure immediately.
You're still up.
Dispensing stings.
X-axis aligned by the Omnissiah's will.
This is a precise operation. We will have to hold it.
The enemy has eyes on generator 3. Generator 3 is discharging irregular current. Eliminates these unholy fluctuations. Y-axis aligned. Margin of error 0.0 nanometers. Blessed be the Omnissiah's divine precision.
It need only descend into the well now.
Like I said, there's so much stuff. There's so much stuff about 40K that I just literally have no idea about.
Fresh magazine.
Like I'm literally I'm scraping the surface. But honestly, the main thing that got me into 40K and Space Marines in general is because in any fantasy game that I play, my favorite go-to class or spec is Paladin. And that's how that's fantasy, right? But when we get more into sci-fi, which I love sci-fi, when we get into sci-fi, that's how I view the Space Marines. Just a bunch of intergalactic paladins on a crusade to just rid the universe and the galaxy of evil, however way they do it. But I just love any type of paladin in anything. Like Like I don't know if you're into anime or anything like that, but you have the Paladin in Hellsing. He was awesome.
Skitter to the grave, Xenos.
I loved them as an antagonist.
We have arrived at Nozik's facility. Run distraction efforts as long as you can.
Your plan is sound, brother. The swarm will be broken.
I will hold you to that.
Begin, brothers. We hold this position until the main swarm is fully committed.
Grey Knights or Demon? Are Grey Knights a part of a particular chapter, or are they just
Not high enough for your life.
or are they just a group in any chapter?
That silence too fire.
Okay, gotcha.
Take heart. The flame of sacrifice. Better than Stims injected. Stay alert. You fire them all cover. That is heretical behavior.
You know, there was even a point to where, because there's this one YouTuber that I watch, and I forgot his name, and I don't have it on top of my head. There's this one YouTuber that I watch that his whole thing is creating like miniature landscapes or anything of the sort.
Resources acquired.
And I know obviously Warhammer is meant or known as a tabletop game
on.
where
We
people
have
actually
reached
create
the
their own armies and stuff like that. And I actually just wanted to just
Triggered for optimal yield.
get some Space Marine to just, you know, paint them. Just because I like I just like the way they overall look. I didn't know jack shit. And then I looked at the price and I looked at the cost, and I said, "Holy shit!"
Enemies have split from the main force.
Prometheus in
Prepare
place.
to intercept.
The walls will not stop them for long.
Perimeter breached. Ready for close combat.
Fire set. The bulk of the swarm is continuing along the protected path. Continue holding. Creep behind.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy the amount of money it takes to get into that stuff.
Them, not me!
Halfway there, brothers. Keep it up.
We were bred for this!
Swarm thing.
It's so crazy, the cost. Oh my
I
god.
was worried we had run out.
Just to fucking get some mini plastic figures. It's like well over $1,000 to have your own like sustainable army to do anything with.
Light when ready. Tyranids behind our front line.
The swarm has almost fully committed. Be ready for my mark.
Yeah, dude, that's insane. Just for some plastic, it's insane. I mean, I respected those shit.
We may use the system as another trap.
You are clear to detonate. Cook those rotten bastards.
We end this now.
I also just don't know how this IP doesn't have like an actual studio
Bioscience down 90% and falling.
to do anything
Swarm annihilation.
like a movie, animated movie, whatever.
Excellent work. Move to extract.
Like this whole IP is literally being carried on the backs of fan-made works. It's absolutely nuts.
Thunderhawk arriving at evac point. Ramp down and ready.
It's crazy.
Birds at the extraction point. Hurry!
Extraction complete. Returning to orbit. Commendable work, brothers. You honor your chapter. Be ready for rearm, refit, and redeployment immediately.
Because weren't the Astartes 1 through 5 a whole entire fan-made project? And then I think what Games Workshop decided to pick up the actual artist to do actual licensed commission work, which is why Astartes 2 is coming. Because I noticed the huge quality difference between 1 through 5 and 2. Yeah, that's insane. That's crazy. I don't like when I really don't like when studios do that. Like you literally have such a giant fan base dedicated to an IP, and then you don't allow them to be creative. When the whole entire reason why you even exist is because people are creative. It's so ironic.
Ignoble Metrian has defied multiple summons to withdraw from her Mechanicus facility on Avarax, and we do not know why. Captain Akaran has tasked me to aid in your retrieval of the Mangos biologist before...
Atmospheric conditions are suboptimal to mission deployment and evacuation. This is as close as I can get you to the Longinus Gamma facility.
I will literally die on this hill that this game is so good looking. It's literally disgusting how good looking this game is. It's disgusting.
Take heed, Viridian. Trigon target acquisition vectors are unknown. Best to keep moving and stay together. Projecting a sense of tactical dominance may deter it from attacking. For now.
Advance! Xenos tunnel beam tries to hold us. Brace for the beach and keep pressing forward. Unit Vanguard in place. Shoot your weapon out.
Jesus.
Watch for the beast. That's not me.
Oh, this thing refused to get fucking stunned. Holy shit. What do we got here? So what is your theory about Captain Titus and what he is? I've read some things online about what people think he is, but I'm curious to know what you because you seem super knowledgeable.
Position. Maintain formation.
Contact imminent.
Deploying fragmentation grid. Skittles the green. That one's calling reserve forces. That is heretical behavior. Making fire.
Close ranks. Hunter down.
I like that. Because who was it that spoke to him when he was when he was fighting Imura at the end? Like I think didn't he like literally die or get knocked out and somebody spoke to him, told him to get up? Who was it? Was that Gilman himself or was that the Emperor himself? It was the Emperor. But how do you know exactly? Just from my knowledge, is there any reason as to why people are saying that, or is that like an actual confirmed thing from a source? Because if it was the Emperor himself, the Emperor is glazing. He's glazing.
A lift station lies just ahead, Viridian. Considering the Trigon's presence is incidental to our objective, utilize the lift to reroute closer to Metrian's keep.
That silenced the team. Behold, the supremacy of Ultramar.
Request of Maker's Guardian. Remain patient. Transport bound. Perplexing. I have transmitted no authorizations.
Perhaps we can disorient the beast if we reposition frequently.
Transport.
Disregard servo scope.
The lift has arrived.
Advance to the lift.
Yeah, but they didn't. First came out, the subtitle said Calgar as a speaker, and then they said they'll fix it to say the Emperor or whatever they put. But that was the thing, they didn't say, it didn't say anybody, it just said, get up, my son.
Silence to contemplate your futile, brutal existence in service to a desiccated cause.
Or get up, my soldier, whatever.
The Skull is enslaved to an unknown master. I am...
Discuss your fate amongst yourselves.
This is why I do not trust tech priests.
A suggestion, abandon Gallio's misguided.
Yeah, that's what it said. Yeah, but the speaker, so they didn't have a speaker for the subtitle, which is why I was like, who is this guy? I guess it's meant to be up for interpretation, but yeah, I mean, since the first game, people have thought that something is incredibly special about Titus.
Critical observation. Servo Skull is compromised. Maintain focus on the mission. Trigon desires battle. We will not lose.
I was worried you had fallen victim to Mitrium's mastery of malphonic disruptive frequencies, but now the uncomfortable sensation associated with relief cools my remaining skin. Be warned, Viridian. Mitrium cannot hope to stand against you alone, so she will lie and store in hope the Xenos swarm will devour you.
I mean, it does make sense with how resistant Titus is to chaos. It does make sense for the Emperor to
At your own.
it does make sense for the Emperor to talk to him that way.
It's drawing them closer and closer.
Trigon in sight. Perfect. It summoned legions of Xenos.
Astartes, the facility is well stocked in mining gear. Requisition melter charges to eradicate the tunnels and halt the infestation.
I think it'd be really cool if they make another Space Marine game. If they go, I mean, Titus's story isn't done yet, obviously, but if it is, I think it'd be cool if they took the time period to the beginning of the Crusade.
This galaxy is not yours.
Because then I would assume, I think, if my thoughts are right based on what I read, we'd be seeing a lot of big people in action. Specifically speaking of Horus Heresy.
Purify their pathetic tunnels with the melter charges.
Our banner awaits unfurling.
Light their tunnels ablaze with melter charges.
Melter charge incoming.
place.
I have a melter charge. Clear a path.
Once you're in the camouflage, altering point. Advance towards objective.
Yeah, because I think I'm not gonna say the story was boring, but the overall combat and the experience and the encounters are definitely a lot more enjoyable when you're fighting the Tyranids versus when you're fighting
Found medical supply.
versus when you're fighting the Chaos Legion.
You'll find Matrion cowering in
Because
her
once you started
decorated
fighting Chaos, I mean,
Gallia.
the gore, all the gore went away. Like all the badass stuff just went away. And then like all the Space Marines outside of the sorcerers, they're just husks of energy. Like they're literally puppets. So it's kind of lame. But like I want to see how they would literally rip each other apart.
How far you have fallen, that I must drag you back into the light.
Unwavering, despite the grip of malady. Closing the gap. Not to ambush.
Yeah. So it's kind of lame.
Do not get turned around.
But I would definitely want to see how they interact with the other chapters and how they would literally rip each other apart and the tactics they would use and all that stuff. Because there would actually have to be tactics involved. And when you're fighting, obviously when you're fighting like the Tyranids, obviously they're intelligent, but it's just like fighting beasts.
Matrion shut down power to the uplink terminals. You must resupply the generator.
And plus it's just like hordes of them.
She hopes the Tyranids will annihilate you, but she underestimates the second company.
Search the area for a power cell.
Beseech you, Gallia, bear witness to the summation of our divine arithmetic from long ago. Remember Project Zeta 6?
As my theorems predicted, your life vector has converged with renegade factors, and Zeta 6 was a waste of computational resources and one perfectly good Grox. Surrender now, and perhaps leniency can be granted after the might grows, of course.
You are a redundant functionary. Your Astartes shall die here, alone, in the dark.
Equipment, that is the last of those filthy seals. Spanner, ready to deploy.
Yeah, Pixie Stick Marines are a good name.
This power cell has some charge.
Ourselves to the generators.
Execute that one. Less than my thanks.
And then it was also an interesting choice to do Chaos again, because it's like went through all that trouble with Chaos in the first game, and then they come back and then it's based around the same exact fucking thing as before.
disrupt her attempts to connect with our facilities.
And it's like this game
network.
always goes
Material
from like
seize
being
any
incredibly
opportunity
sci-fi,
to damage
but then
crucial
just becoming
data,
like
which would deem this
crazily
mission a failure.
cosmic.
Do not let her connect to the consoles.
When like a series this big, like it just
I am copies of copies, backups of backups, and I degrade not. You have already fallen.
Establish perimeter around console. Task complete. Console upgrade set.
Return to Metrian's containment unit. See, Metrian, the more you thrash, the deeper you set our hooks.
These tender claws of Astartes' flesh have accomplished nothing.
Thousand Sons of their Primarch story is one of the roads to hell is paved with good intentions. How is that?
Science! Meridian, confirm possession of her quivering mass of computational gray matter.
Asset acquired.
Pilot, Viridian is ready for evacuation.
Sending updated extraction coordinates to you now, Viridian.
For the Imperium of Man! Them not me! Fresh magazine! I am in Venom. Tyranids dispatched and dismantled.
Bodily distress.
Rearm.
Friendly fire.
Inserting rounds.
Launcher set.
Fuel your pump stims. Take some. Administering stims.
Adversary conditions.
We will be prying particulate from our ceramite for weeks.
That is heretical behavior.
So then
Where shall I plant this flag?
if Magnus did that for the Thousand Sons, why did it transpire the way it did between the Thousand Sons and the Emperor?
Our adversary wishes to renew their assault. Deny them any advantage. Muster at my location.
Iron Haven.
shall bellow the Zone Pope's death rattle. Reload.
Hell.
First legacy. Out of the sky.
Mm.
Ready for next encounter.
So then the Emperor called upon war with the Thousand Sons because of that? Because bro found them instead of going to him in person?
I cannot land with that burrowing abomination lurking about. Deep scans have penetrated the atmospheric disturbances and Metrian's meddling code. Trigon vulnerability data pushed to your displays.
Hear that, brothers? The Trigon dies, or we
The gaps in the Trigon's exoskeleton.
Stins jet.
Locate melter charges and authorize the high grounds. Plant the melter charges atop their moldering passageways.
Xenos life forms as well.
Melter charge deployment approved.
You failed that order.
Give it strikes.
That was really cool. That was the stuff that I was talking about with this. It feels just so much more like a raid boss in the dungeon fight rather than just a fucking meat sponge.
Ready to deploy.
Them, not me!
Trigon kill confirmed. My congratulations, Meridian. The mission was a success, despite the odds.
Inquiry. What was Project Zeta 6?
Ignore Metrian and the historical dataset she possesses are
Oh, that's
for
sad.
Mechanicus eyes only. But rest assured, she is in trustworthy hands.
So then-
now. You have my gratitude for your efforts, and I shall
So then
recommend
if the
some
Thousand
honorifics for your
Sons-
service, of course. There is much to
So
pass.
basically the Thousand Sons with good intent was just trying to tell the Emperor that Horus was betraying him and everything he stands for. So then in the midst of him doing that, he accidentally partnered up with the god who then allowed the demons to attack. So then what transpired after the simple fact after Magnus tried warning the Emperor? Was Magnus then like basically off and put out the equation, or did he actually agree with what was going on? Damn. See, that right there is a story that interests me so much, rather than just fighting the Chaos Legion just because. I'm assuming that they thought that people would have prior knowledge about the Thousand Sons and the overall Chaos guys, but like knowing that changed my perspective of the games and the story so much. Because that's really interesting. I mean, it can be looked at as just like a basic. It can be looked at as kind of like a Star Wars story, right? I mean, you can view Horus as Anakin Skywalker in terms of how he portrayed the Jedi Order. But I mean, it's all very political. It's all very intriguing. And there's like a grand scheme of things, and the next thing you know, all fucking hell breaks loose. It's like if you view Star Wars, but the Clone Wars was after the fact. The Clone Wars was after Anakin had went to the Sith versus before. Because like everybody knows the Clone Wars and everything about it is like probably the more interesting things about Star Wars. So like that story is basically if the Clone Wars came after Anakin became Vader versus before. And that's fucking awesome. Come on, textures load. What are you doing, bro? You look like that. And do some customization. shit. Damn. Horus was a grade A trickster. And the flesh change was the thing where you said it was either they turn into pixie stick marines or Eldritch beings. Yeah, bro, that's really interesting. Because now you have now you have an entire legion of people that's quite literally dragging this guy's name through the fucking mud. Like, bro is getting absolutely fucking dumpstered on. There's no way for him to come back from that. That's gonna be crazy if he ends up doing it. Or if he did. Let's kick it up a notch.
Xenos built over there. This is giving you mad. I don't know what the fuck is that. Mad horse breeding vibe. Yeah, this is little did you know, Space Marines play that game in their free time. Like actually, like in their hut, in their mask, they actually have it up on the side like a TikTok video to keep them locked in. Yeah, I mean, I always thought the Rubik Marines were always really cool in game, but Like, for instance, the first game. You play the first game and you're like, holy shit, we're playing against actual, like, you're fighting actual Marines. And the next thing you know, you find out they're just, like, puppets. And it kind of dampened the mood because you go from literally slaughtering orcs to just basically getting rid of a puppet. It was kind of lame. Yeah, playing that game is the only reason why these guys are left sane. Just so that way they can have a hot horse girl in their HUD that gives them something to fight for.
Approaching the Astra Militarum camp. It is deadly quiet.
You're here. Now what, Captain?
Talassa, you need to acquire the Astra Militarum demolition codes required to deploy and arm their ordnance.
I also do like the way that they took to designing the Rubik Marines armor. It was kind of hard to tell what they looked like because they kind of just looked like it was kind of like an Ultramarine skin just recolored. But I found it really cool how they designed it in this game.
This looks promising.
Captain, we are ready to get the demolition started. Proceed to the Prometheum refinery and complete the demolition preparations.
That's what it's called reserve force. Honor our captured colors. Shoot them, not me.
Oh, some of these guys are just so tanky. Oh, you fight the Black Legion? See? That goes to really show how much I know. Which is fucking nothing.
Blind fragmentation. Reload.
Jesus Christ.
Emperor, hear my defiant litany. Nothing an apothecary cannot heal. Fresh magazine.
I low-key thought they were the same fucking thing.
And swarm of demons.
Yeah, that's exactly what I got to them, honestly.
The tyranny fire chitty.
I thought it was actually really cool. And yeah, Philly, this game, I mean, I wouldn't say it's like stupidly popular, but I mean the game constantly has 10,000 people
Waste nothing, brothers.
on Steam, on Steam alone, and that's not even counting Epic Games playing every day, and the game's crossplay too, so it's a lot. A lot of people still do play, and it's really fun.
Our banner awaits some further.
I really enjoyed how they went about the PvE content in this, because all the mission stuff like that feel more like dungeons. A lot of the PvE content feel a lot more like dungeons or raids rather than just, you know, meat shielding a boss at the end of it. So it's really fun, and it's got really good class identity as well. All the classes feel vastly different. They all have their different perks and stuff like that. Weapons to choose from. It's cool.
No folk and no raids.
So the Black Legion's basically the YNs of Warhammer. That's insane.
Switch cuts. Heard it from existence.
Just Google YN, and then it'll tell you. YN is just a slang term for devious menace.
That is the last of those filthy signals. Justin's heretical behavior. Sending frag grenade. This galaxy's the score.
Talassa, Cadians are running out of time. How close are you to the premium facility? While making good time, you're going to need it.
We cannot backtrack.
Yeah. So they're literal. They're the literal menaces of the galaxy.
Use the cords to break the wall and finish its deployment into the crypt Promethean well. Cautiously.
Their whole ideal is to
You know what
just
is good for you.
be nuisances in the known. Actual terrorist.
Finished and ready. Melter charge prime. Deploying now.
Rites of activation have been observed. The generators hum in the machine god's name. Crane sequencing initialized. Delivering payload.
rounds.
Violent dismantling of Generator 4 in progress. Punish the ignorant iconoclasts.
We crush the ravenous brood beneath our boots.
Shit, I gotta go there.
Reclaim that generator from the enemy.
Ooh, this guy's having a hard time. Holy shit. That thing's getting chonked. Oh, we got it.
Load up.
X-axis aligned by the
Jazz
omniscience
the
will.
Infinite, more like Sly Cooper.
This is a precise operation. We will have to hold out.
Ooh, look at those things. I'm gonna get this map.
Generator 3 is discharging irregular current.
The weapon is destroyed.
What? One thing I can say that it's odd, that's strange in my opinion, is the timeline. And like you're telling me this guy is 60 million years old,
Generator 1. Do not foul the machine.
and then one of the more popular characters that like mainstream Titus is fucking 400. Like, bro, how old are these people? Like, these fuckers are old.
Y-axis aligned. Margin of error 0.0 nanometers. Blessed be the omniscience divine precision.
Hold out a while longer. The deed is nearly done.
Attention. Crane drive is jammed. Perform the necessary cleansing to resume operation. Drive train restored. Begin the course of locomotion patterns. Demolition deployment sequence concluded. Now bears logged under the Omniscience watchful oculus. Come on, thank the There is an observation platform overlooking the Cryptomethium fields. It will make
I always found shit like that funny when it comes to sci-fi stuff. It's like you have like this group of people, or this event that's been happening for like that's been happening for like 20 years or 30 years, and it's like in the overall world, like that's like a long time. And then somebody gets introduced, and they're like fucking millions of years old. That's one of my favorite tropes.
Our orders are clear. Advance.
And then this guy, so this guy's been around for 60 million years, and he basically just rebuilt himself whenever he dies. It's pretty cool, actually. Like for a universe like Warhammer, it actually makes perfect sense. Like he's not essentially immortal just because he's got a strong body. It's because he's just so smart. He just fucking rebuilds himself every time he dies.
Stock up!
Always loved the smell of Prometheum.
Facility.
Let me ask you a question. How
long
have you been into
Will be your
Warhammer?
bulwark, brother Titus. Rest assured.
I will hold you to that.
This guy's space wolf armor is cool. Holy shit, this guy. Stop playing on my dude Blythe from Elden Ring before I ban you. I'm not joking.
Miss if I tried. Not that it would make a dent.
And the funniest thing is I even killed him because I wanted to be Ronnie's escort. So I fucking dumped his ass like the dog he was.
There is no safe ground.
Unwavering, despite the grip of malady.
Ended the Raveners. What? Ichor assails my bones.
Charges set, and the swarm approaches.
Dig in. We need that bomb triggered for optimal yield. Orbital scan estimates the bulk of the swarm will not be in position for a while yet. Keep your heads and get it done.
wondered how I might pass the time. What is the build? Tyranids are attempting to reach our platform. Hold the line! We will push them back!
The bulk of the swarm is continuing along the predicted path. Continue holding.
I am gravely injured by this! Crush the ravenous brute!
They have us flanked.
Yeah, bro, that dude, this guy's been a part of this. This guy's been in this shit forever. Informer, that's a lot. I respect it, bro. You telling me all these stories got me immersed, Loki. I like it.
Halfway there, brothers. Keep it up.
Xenos are after us! Fresh cartridge! That swarm is climbing!
Long enough to get here. Get that Prometheum a place. The swarm has almost fully committed. Be ready for my mark. You are clear to detonate. Cook those rotten bastards.
What originally got me into Warhammer was were the RTS games, the RTS fantasy games, the Total War. I like those, but once I found out about these, I was like, yeah. But then I realized exactly where you had to go to start learning the war. I said, holy fuck. Where did you start learning about the war?
Swarm annihilation confirmed. Excellent work. Move to extract.
Thunderhawk arriving at evac point. Ramp down and ready. Extraction complete. Returning to orbit.
Commendable work, brothers. You honor your chapter. Be ready for rearm reef.
almost carried. Bro, that's so ass. Because once again, like I said earlier, how can you be so invested in an IP like Warhammer, where like the whole point, honestly, to me, and this is even from, and this is even from the official guys, the whole point is to be creative, to create your own chapters or to do whatever, and then the fact that you can't even use them in official tournaments, like what the fuck? It literally doesn't make any sense to me. Is there a reason why they state you can only use mini that is from the official models? Even though you can have like a handshake rule to say like this model represents this or what? Yeah, it's fucking whack. L Games Workshop. Deadass. Now that you say that, I've actually wanted to get with Dilbert or just get with some people and actually do a D&D session, because I tried doing it with Baldur's Gate, but I really cannot get into Baldur's Gate. No matter how much I've tried, I really cannot get into it. I've tried and tried so much. I literally cannot get into it. Bro, you know who plays Baldur's Gate a lot? Fucking Brandon's wife, Sarah. Oh my god. But it's like, I don't know if this is also a game changer as well. You can fuck a lot of things in Baldur's Gate. But another thing, and I don't even know if this is like a turn off either. But I've also noticed that, I also noticed that Warhammer tabletop is like incredibly, like, tabletop Warhammer's low-key got a lot to come with it. Like, it's lots of rules, lots of knowing, which is I don't know how much. I don't even know if I'd be able to handle tabletop Warhammer, to be honest. 40K, that is. Yeah, let me see. Like, bro, that's insane. You can't even see. Hold up. Like the fact that they, what I also really like about Warhammer in comparing to D&D is that they actually build the landscapes. Like I know D&D can do that, but like the fact that they hand paint all of this and that they actually go out and make their own landscapes and everything is so cool. Like these fuckers are dedicated. Like if you have this, you're honestly ore farming at this point. It's crazy. Like, bro. Absolute no reason why. It's crazy. And then it's like the detail. Like I'm gonna go ahead and assume that this is hand painted, but the detail that these guys go into, the skulls, in the window panes. And then like imagine pulling up to a tournament with this and then told that you can't use it because it's not official. I'd crash out. Deadass, I'd crash out. I would seriously crash out.
Maintain an arm span distance from any servitor at work. Their reaction latency is high.
My fiance's uncle is actually like, he's actually really big into minis and painting and all that good stuff. That dude is nuts. That dude's got about 3,000 hours worth of minis. He's literally got like an entire paint booth dedicated to just doing minis. His thing is doing military style minis, tanks, planes. infantry units, stuff like that. He 3D prints them gray, and then he literally goes and paints them themselves, all fully functional and everything. It's crazy. He can either do it with the brush, with like the smallest millimeter of a brush, or he turns around and actually does it with the full blown airbrush gun.
For the Emperor!
It's insane what that guy does.
For the Emperor!
Yeah, it's really cool. Like I said, there's a YouTuber that I buy. Hold on, let me.
Our path to Aurora is barred by the Thousand Suns Silver Tower. We do not have any ordnance or Demarium that can destroy it. Our best available tactic requires an ancient battle barge at the Mechanicus compound that is undergoing restoration.
I'd have to
If I
find it.
might be so bold as to interject, Lord Titus, that battle barge dates back to the Great Crusade.
I'm getting all fucking Warhammer shit. I'd have to find it.
It is a sacred relic.
But there's a guy on YouTube that I'll have to find out. That I'll have to look for.
Noted, Artisan Balthazar.
That does many
I am
paintings like
authorizing
that.
Talassa to commandeer the battle barge for the duration of this conflict. It will then be returned to your care.
Very well. But you will need my assistance in placating such an ancient machine spirit.
Assist the Adeptus Mechanicus in launch preparations and await our targeting guidance, Talassa. We should be on the ground shortly. Make sure that battle barge is ready.
Consider it done, Lieutenant.
Yeah, there's a guy that I follow on YouTube. He does full blown canvases and stuff like that, and he'll take like styrofoam or whatever. Like he built the whole entire Death Star model, and he actually went and bought like the Lego style LED lights to light it up. It's actually really cool. Pretty much anything you can find at Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby is a very cool place to get stuff like that.
The foe wants backup! Deny him! Assume your weapon on punch!
Uh-oh, what the hell?
Silence that spearman carrying beak! Deliver the wrath of the Imperium! Our spirit stands stronger than their corruption! That is heretical behavior!
Now find out.
Yeah, I have to look more. I have to look more into the different factions and stuff like that when it comes to the Xenos or the Chaos guys and stuff like that. Yeah, but when you mean like Deep Rock Galactic, you mean like the aliens that like crawl from on the ground? Sounds about right. These guys are racist. Yeah, thanks for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. It's been a good time hanging out with you.
Fresh cartridge.
True. Bro, fix that shit, dude. Ignore that fucking last sound bit. I don't know what that is. Philly, fucking, I don't know if Adam told you, but that sound bit always happens when I get a follow. I don't know why. It does not make any fucking sense. I cannot find the reason as to why I get it. I cannot get it. Dude, it's so annoying.
The Emperor's grace smites.
And it's so loud.
We must move as one. Ammunition here. Made a path. For the Emperor!
The engineers are keen to escort the battle body to safety.
Lead on, then, little brother.
One thing that I really like about 40K is how they like I don't even know how to say it. Like they go out their way to explain something or do something, or like they give something a name that is just so much more than just generalizing it. Like they say I'm gonna perform the rites of energy or some shit, and it's literally just them turning a button or a switch and turn the power on.
Traitorous scout. Still.
When it's like I can very well be wrong when I say this, but they refer to like a spirit machine as just like a regular AI model.
Inserting rounds.
Like it's so funny how they do stuff like that. It makes me laugh every time I hear it.
Your heresy is ended. Heretical behavior.
So the men of iron were the clankers of the 40K. Or of the 40K universe.
Send the spearmen back to its master. Sending frag grenade. Rearm.
That's true. They call themselves clankers when they're amongst themselves. Sci-fi racism never failed me.
Proceed, brothers. I shall remain here and violently deter any enemy forces from following you.
Like that's the funniest thing to me
Our
of games nowadays being
barricaded
developed
to stall any attackers.
when everyone's trying to be so progressive with the games to be more exclusive and stuff like that, or inclusive. But like fantasy and sci-fi has always been the complete opposite. And honestly, if you did not have racism in video games like that, the Elder Scrolls series wouldn't fucking exist. Like imagine the Elder Scrolls series where everybody was just friends with each other, nobody, like everyone liked each other. Like imagine. Or even World of Warcraft. Just fucking imagine. That shit would be so fucking boring, it'd be like, what's the point?
Engaged.
But instead you have the fucking elves, but then you have the elves calling the Khajiits the ones that live in mud huts. Or the Argonians, I mean. Like, bro, it's just so fucking ridiculous and it's so funny.
Something is wrong with the crane.
The crane requires you to perform rites of restoration. I shall simplify the rites,
So funny.
as there are no tech marines among you. Seek out the crane's twin generators and locate their consoles. Then, awaken them in the correct sequence.
It's like, bro, don't fucking deprive me of my fucking of my fantasy racism. And this is even me speaking as a minority.
The crane is fully operational.
You are nearing the vessel's site, Talassa.
It's like, I don't know, shit like that makes for fucking good stories. Knife Heroes is insane. Oh, bro, I will to the day I die be pro racism. In fiction. Especially sci-fi and fantasy. Flip it and ship it. Black Streamer says he will always be racist. Flip it.
The spearman troubles us no more.
Dwarves and elves have a long history of war. Fucking right they do. One's small and one's tall. But the dwarves are better in every way. They're rich, they're smart. They had the coolest weapons. Fuck the elves.
Load up.
Like who the fuck wants to live in the woods and get bit up by bugs all goddamn day?
Obstacle removed.
And broke. And
Deploying fragmentation.
if I'm gonna live somewhere harsh, I might as well just be rich.
To the dugout, Captain. Reported to the Ordozinos. Continue with the mission.
Well, I'm 5'8".
There are more pressing heresies than
I'm 5'8", and you wanna know the funniest thing?
Yes, Captain.
So Ariel and I went and shopped for shoes the other day, and I came to the realization that I've been buying an entire shoe size up than what I actually am. I've been buying an 11 when I actually wear a 10. You want to talk about the epiphany I had in the public? Fucking hell.
Battle ready to deploy.
Bro, deadass. And the reason is because before a Disney trip one year, we went and shopped for shoes, and we went to this company in the city in Metairie called Orleans Shoe Company, and this fucker told me, yeah, man, it's always best to buy a size up. It's always best to buy a size up. So I fucking willingly bought a size 11 shoe, and I've been buying 11s ever since. Without even trying shoes on, I'm like, okay, well, fuck, I'll just buy a 10. Well, I always wanted to buy a pair of Adidas Sambas. So when we went there, I put on 11 Sambas. I'm like, these look like fucking clown shoes. And even the guy was like, yeah, dude, them things look fucking big as fuck. So then I'm like, give me a 10.5. Got a 10.5. They still look big. I'm like, well, fuck, give me a 10. Got a 10. They fit me perfectly. So this is fucking bullshit, because I've been buying 11 shoes for the past 3 years. 3 fucking years I've been buying fucking 11 shoes.
Captain Akaran, your Ultramarines are late. We are under heavy attack and need reinforcements.
So yeah, so now going forward, I will be purchasing
Make
10s.
haste, lest your tardiness lead to the harm of our blessed vessel.
Look at this awesome.
Emperor's glory. That is heretical behavior. Fresh magazine. Not me.
Yeah, bro.
I felt like a fucking idiot. I felt like a fucking idiot.
Rejected. Your treachery will well. Arch enemy combatant located. Inspect fire.
And then I was being fucking roasted on by the worker. My own fucking fiance wasn't helping me out, defending my honor. I was like a fucking clown in that store.
Where shall I plant this flag?
So then I said, you know what? We went to another store and I bought them anyway. Fuck off. Bro wasn't gonna get my commission.
I'm ready.
Yeah, whatever. I don't give a shit what you got to say.
It thrums with power and promise. Aye, brother. Picking up. See your weapon on punch. Send the spearman back to his master. Let the story fight. Heresy. Your fire, brother.
Yeah, bro.
Waste nothing, brothers.
He wasn't getting my money.
Well done! The spearman lies slain. That is heretical behavior. Traitorous scum. Stood.
Brothers! Adequate performance noted, Talassa. I have opened the gates. The cogitations are clear. We cannot preserve this blessed vehicle with such a meager number of troops.
Talassa is not there to provide you with protection. They are there to prepare that battle barge for flight.
It couldn't possibly break free of Demarium's gravity in its present condition.
We only require that it reach the enemy vessel and destroy it.
I had thought...
The engine should provide sufficient lift, but the vessels are fully depleted. There's no charge to start the ship's reactor. There is a fusion in the reactor, but it
That is no.
Just gonna get this.
Keep your eyes open, brother.
Due to the volatile nature of the fusion battery, safety protocols prevent it from moving without an attendant. Lead it along the tracks to the
Bro, the
junction
Depths
station.
Mechanicus are a bunch of bozos.
progress is stymied by mismatched range.
There are several consoles for managing the tracks nearby. You must perform the appropriate rites of alignment to achieve the desired geometry.
Assuming they possess the ability to extrapolate accordingly.
Surely the Ultramarines screen their recruits for reasoning and spatial awareness.
Considering this plan of theirs, I have my doubts.
The Emperor's great son. Rearm. Reload. One of us must remain near the servo carriage.
What's this thing happening? I hope the Adaptus Mechanicus aren't as fucking dumb as they are in the game.
Fresh cartridge.
Because why the fuck would they want to use the Chaos Shard? It's completely up to me. They got fucking duped. And then they wanted to brand Titus as a heretic. The fuck? Is she gonna turn on or what? This guy's looting.
The Omnissiah has blessed you with an abundance of power. Perhaps in the machine god's infinite wisdom, they permit the transgression you're about to commit. Do not speak beyond your ken, Engine Seer. It does not take a locust to see this is an act of desperation.
Inserting rounds. Arrogance and ambition. Launching frag grenade. Crush these traitors. Forget them. Reload. Glorious valor strengthens our traitorous scum. Fresh magazine. A dark heart.
It's nice to know that I can actually parry really anything instead of just waiting for a move.
Charging sequence initialized. 0.01% and rising. Delasa, we are almost there. What is your status?
Vessel is almost ready, Lieutenant.
Hold for our signal.
Get those guys out.
My mind is steeled against this grotesque corruption.
Delasa, transmitting targeting signals now.
Your data is clouded, Lieutenant. Maintain close proximity to targets.
Our banner awaits unfurling.
Reactor is primed for ignition. The vessel is ready. May this machine service be forever remembered.
The Atreus is ready to taste vengeance once more.
Lock target now.
Routing signal data through telemetry systems. Numerous errors detected due to signal interference. Calculating trajectory.
Atreus is launched. An instrument of the machine god.
That's true. I didn't know that. Literally just feels like it's just a sword.
Tears to my eyes if I still had them. A heavy sacrifice of such a
Maybe
sacred
the mechanic
machine.
is cool after all.
Let us hope.
But alright. Let me go find this guy. Philly, this is for you too, in case if you're still here. Yeah, this guy. When we was talking about dioramas and stuff earlier, this guy is who I was talking about. This guy's insane. Yeah, that guy's insane. Ooh, there we go. Blue cauldrons. Yeah, I've always that guy was inspiring me to do so much. And then like I literally I tried and I said, I am not cut out for this. I was not at all cut out to fucking keep up with him. I don't even know if I'll be able to fucking do another one. Ooh. Oh, fuck. There's a lot. I didn't realize how much there is to get. Holy shit. Fucking Ronald McDonald ass color scheme that they chose to go with. Jesus. Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't realize there was so much to get out of those. That's a cool little color scheme. Void Tridents. So like, are all of these Angels Penitent? So like, are all of these like fan-made factions, or are these like actual chapters? Blue and green? That's weird. Lights call. Blood Angel. That one's cool. I like that one a lot. You get a lot. You get a lot of customization stuff out of these. 12 successor chapters? Oh my. Yeah, dude, I like this. I like this game a lot. This will definitely be one of them games that I always go back to play. Is what's currently on my schedule right now. If you stick around to watch my other stuff, which I hope you do, because you've been a good time. My current plan right now is I'll be playing this tomorrow, and then come Wednesday, I'll be playing this. So that's currently what's on the schedule for myself. I try to play variety here and there, just to keep it fresh. So yeah, that's currently on the schedule right now. The Death Watch is so cool. Yeah, I actually just bought Space Marine 2. My fiance gifted it to me for my for our anniversary. But I've been wanting Space Marine 2 forever. But I got it the other day because obviously the siege update came out on the 30th, so it looked like it's in a pretty good spot in terms of content. So I've been playing this for the last couple of days because I just finished up wrapping up Kazan, but I'm more variety. I really don't have a main game, to be honest. But I mean, yeah, if I find it fun, I'll play it. So like this, I will definitely be playing this off and on, for sure. Because it's definitely a chill game, and I mean, it's definitely chill. Doesn't really take a whole bunch of brain power to play unless I'm getting up in the high ranks. And Warframe, I got a friend who plays Warframe a lot. I try getting into Warframe, I can't do it. I think Warframe is one of them ones where I just I didn't jump on a bandwagon when I should have, way back in the day. So it just ain't for me. But if I had to say what I really play, I'm more into RPGs. I'm more of an RPG style player. More like to get in and get out, if that makes sense. Yeah, one of my favorite games of the one of my favorite games of last year was Wukong, Black Myth Wukong. So that's why I'm really persistent on playing this. Because this is another one that was made from the made from a Chinese developer, and they have not missed. So I'm excited to get in and play this one. But unfortunately, I'm at the point where I'm gonna have to yeah, I thought it was really interesting. I thought the Death Watch was really interesting about how it was a basically an organization of Space Marines, and they all are from different chapters. I thought that was really interesting and really cool to see at the beginning. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end stream here because going to the gym in about 15 minutes. So yeah, I will be back on tomorrow around the same time, barring if I have any IRL stuff to do. But yeah, dude, I appreciate you coming around and hanging out. It was fun. So hope I see you again. But yeah, see y'all later.